What's going on, you guys? This is your girl goddess Kia. You're here with Toez Down, my co-host.
What's good? This boy King Haas, live and direct.
Yeah. Shaka L Bay in the building. You know what I'm saying? Always.
Yeah. I already know it's your boy Grand Champion Rex in the building. That one was cracking.
Yeah, man. Rex, we appreciate you, bro, for pulling up, man. It's a lot going on in culture, man, but it's an honor to have you first and foremost, bro. And you got a lot going on, man. So we just want to go ahead and chronicle the things, your career, because you've been in the game for a long time, bro. Long ass time.
You calling him old? How long we talking? You calling him old?
Nah, I ain't calling him old.
Okay. He's been in there for a minute.
He a war veteran. You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely a veteran.
So when you got somebody that's a war veteran, you gotta give them utmost respect, man.
That's right. You better give my nephew some respect. I ain't got no guns, but I'm gonna be the mastermind. That's what I'm saying. I say, Rex, you go and do that.
Say
you
that
go
shit,
in.
Kia. Some shit happened.
So now
Shaka be calling me tomorrow. Man, they got Kia. Man, what the fuck? They listen to the podcast.
Definitely gonna be calling you.
So now, man, do you after all this time, man? Like when I think of the Mount Rushmore of battle rap, right?
Ooh.
To me, my personal opinion is you, is Mook, is Lux.
That's right.
And I'm a little biased. You probably wouldn't agree with whatever. I'm a little biased though. Sue Surf. That's my personal Mount Rushmore. If you want to go ahead and if you want me to take my personal opinion out of it, you could say
no, because that's what it means to you.
Uh-huh.
When you asking a person a question on how they feel about some shit, it's like you can't ask me, who your favorite player? And when I say Scottie Pippen, you be like Jordan was better. Nigga, you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I come from. I can't knock you for that. Now, that wouldn't be my fault for winning, but honestly, I don't even add myself in it. I look at it as
Who's your fault?
as Sean.
Sean is fire.
Sean, Mook, Lux, and Hitman.
okay, yeah. Okay. Hitman, you could definitely put Hitman in there.
My favorites.
Yeah.
My favorites. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I go with.
Shout out to Sean.
For the people that's listening or watching that might be a little younger, right? They don't know about those days in front of the state office building. 200 niggas outside.
Yeah.
Hot as hell outside. Battling like their life depended on it.
Hot
This before
and
everywhere, as you know, when you had 3 to 6 weeks to go ahead and plan for your opponent, this, that, and third, you just, we going right now. We battling right now.
Yeah.
So did you ever think, man, that to go from 125th and 7th Avenue, that this shit would go ahead and be global like it is right now?
No, not one moment, because like I was saying, I remember when they were saying that battle rap shit not gonna get you nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So when we wasn't getting no deals, we said, damn, this is the shit that's gonna keep our name going. At least our name will buzz in the streets. A lot of A&Rs played the streets. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, yo, Rex was, it was niggas that was running around. It was me, Verse. Remember Verse? Verse was hot. Trey Mills was fucking hot.
Trey Mills. Yeah.
Then it became Mook. Lux.
Was you doing Kasha in there also?
Yeah, hell yeah,
Party Artie also.
Party Artie.
We gotta get Uncasa in here too.
Millennium L's. Arrogance. Swave. Dutch.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that was hot on the streets. The difference is with battle rap now and then is that you get to pick out what you want to say to a person now. And back then you had to watch what you say to a person, because you can't come to my block and talk about my girl or my mother or my aunt.
You might not
You ain't gonna leave the block.
Fact.
At those times, you had to have just natural skill to be able to win the battle. Now they putting you in a neutral place where, you know what I'm saying, you could even come up with some shit that ain't true.
Wow.
It depends on how good you is at selling it, a nigga could go for it. I don't respect it, but I respect it as a artist. As a street nigga and an artist, I don't respect it because if it ain't true, it ain't real. So how can you use that? But again, you can't knock a nigga at his talent if his talent is being fake. You know what I mean?
Who was the first person you like physically watched do a rap battle, and how old were you at the time? Like, who was the first person you see do a battle, or persons, should I say? Because obviously it got to be more than one person. And how old were you? Like, when you was like, streets. Wow, like you just walking up the block, probably 2/5.
It was my man. I think it was this kid named P Hunt.
P Hunt.
He was down with the Bounce Squad with Doo-Wop in them. It was P Hunt.
Oh, we gotta do some research.
And I think it was Ike P.
You remember them, Shaka?
Yeah.
They was on 114th and 7th Avenue. I was probably like 10 years old. I was going to school. It was like 8 in the morning. P Hunt like 6'5", tall, braids.
You was like this.
Dark skin, bald head nigga with this grimy ass look. And they was rapping in a circle. It was like one nigga went, one nigga went, one nigga went, one nigga went. Then P Hunt went. Then another nigga went. Then Ike P went. Then another nigga went. Then P Hunt went. And then homeboy didn't get a chance. Ike jumped in. And then the other nigga didn't get a chance. P jumped in. So then that would turn into their battle right then and there.
Okay.
So back in the days, the niggas didn't come and say, I want to battle you. It'd be like, let me hear something. Let's have a cipher. We have a cipher. Shaka the hottest out of the cipher. And I'm the hottest out of the cipher. Y'all two gonna ease back.
Right.
Like, all right, we see what they trying
analyzing it.
Right. And then next thing you know, me and Shaka going at it. And that's how
that's how it used to go? Yeah. Is it still that way, or is it more orchestrated now? Now?
That shit is set up. These niggas don't even... A lot of these I met a dude that battle rap one time, and I said, yo, we was all somewhere, and I said, yo, let me hear something. And he said, yo, I don't just got raps, yo, I write battle raps.
Oh, wow. So it's not even...
He kept it above.
Daddy gave that nigga a pound like, all right, my nigga.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, what happens when you fuck up? What happens? I plan for mistakes.
Right.
So, what happens when you fuck up? Like, I've seen battle rappers that they plan their whole segment. Like right now, I'm gonna rap about Shaka, so I'm gonna look at him.
Right.
And I'm gonna walk this way. So he doing that in his living room.
Right.
But what happens is on stage, he don't know on stage, they got these chords taped down. So now you walk the Shaka and you trip a little bit.
Oh man.
Everything after that you say is going to be uncomfortable because it ain't how you planned it.
Right.
So I don't know when I'm throwing this hat.
Right.
I don't know when I'm gonna do any of that shit. Right. All I know is I know the rap, and if I fuck up, I got a rap to go into.
Right.
You're never gonna know it. I feel like that's the part of being great. I don't mean when a boxer is on the ropes just getting punched, they stop the fight.
Right.
So if a rapper's just sitting there like, damn,
it has happened.
Fucking towel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like it should be the same way.
Wow. So have you ever kind of like analyzed your opponents before you went into rap? You know, just like when you talk about boxing, like watched them and.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Most of my opponents, I usually should know them from passing. I should know them from, if I was at an event headline and they might have been the undercard or shit, it might have been them headlining and I was on the undercard. However it could have been, I know them from there. If I don't know them like that,
right,
I ain't going to study.
Or if you don't know them.
Nah. If I don't know you like that, I ain't going to study.
Right. Well, there ain't much to... Well, it depends.
No, because you have 100 battles. And you can look at it, and
right,
you'll see what people said. You can figure little things out. Oh, this nigga said...
Right.
I don't do that because the nigga already said it. One. And I learned the bad thing about being a thinker is I can hear you say it like... as soon as we think about, we're going to go in his crib and fix up the house and put one in your IKEA, right?
Yes.
And this nigga could say it. He hear me say it and say, oh, that was hot. And he say it backwards.
Ooh,
I put one in your IKEA. We gonna fix up the house.
the whole other freaking
Now
way.
it's the same line, but your brain don't register it that way. Sometimes the last things you hear is the last things you remember. So I don't listen to shit like that for those reasons. Because I don't need the crowd being like, he said that.
You understand?
That happens.
Yo, that is phenomenal.
That happens. You see a nigga going in and like he got 6 opponents that all use the same strategy against him, rap the same, says something similar, not me.
Now, let me ask you this question, right? And break this down for us. Describe the difference between like what you do now, getting on that big stage. So when I mean this, I'm talking about the energy wise, and battling your opponent, whoever that opponent might be. You got the cameras there, you got a whole bunch of people, you know, there, hot space, bright lights, compared to
one more of those, Shaka.
yeah.
I have to ask you to go.
Yeah.
But then for those who aren't old enough to, you know what I mean, have been there in that era compared to the old school smack days where everybody outside in the trenches and you got niggas from all different blocks and all over and it's a do or die type of energy. What's the difference between that energy and the energy when you on the stage now?
The energy from then was we was betting our own money. So it was a long, long trip back to the block when you lost everybody money.
Lord, right? Wait, time out.
You can't lose.
Yeah, because you need your money.
You hear a lot of.
You better not lose.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we gonna hear a lot of. It's times a nigga might have been going to the store to go get something for his mom's, and you seen him. He said, "Y'all going to the battle or Rex battle? Shit, I know I'm gonna win this 200. I'm going with y'all. I'm gonna get mommy shit when I come back." How he gonna explain that
Oh my God.
when he can't come back with that Jiffy mix and all that shit?
Facts.
How you gonna explain that?
You can't get the
Can't.
pancake.
He might crack you after that. Y'all might get it on. It might. So it wasn't a lose for me. It was we couldn't lose. You know what I'm saying? And I have the same mentality going into these joints. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I be feeling like we be a little more hungrier than niggas. But I have the same mentality kind of going into these. It ain't about the camera. I watch battle rappers and I look at him and I say, look at him. He looked at the camera 3 times. I'm gonna beat him.
Wow, so you really analyze everything. That's amazing.
That's what niggas basically.
You gotta be able to be looked at on camera like an animal. It gotta be. I might go to it might be the day before the battle and I go get a shape up and get this lined up and say, lead this like this. I ain't come up here to look cute.
Right.
It wasn't that. I want niggas to be like, that nigga Rex up there snapping. Like, it gotta be like that. I love you. Please go put on some Gucci or something and come up here and battle me. I wanted to look like that. I'm coming with this hoodie on. It can't look like that.
Wow.
And you know what? Those are things.
I never forget Fab said that to us one time. We was at an event and he said, yo, they asked who had the better performance out of me and Mook. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. It was Mook and Lux, and Mook beat Lux bad that day. And he was like, yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. Mook had a clean victory. They like pulled something off. Rex had the victory. The only difference is Mook had on Marcellus.
That's the only difference.
That's what you mean. So they silver, they $3,000. When you come to see battle rap, you're going to see the hoodies, the Timbs.
Yeah, okay.
And I looked at that and was like, oh shit. That's how I'm coming anyway. If I'm coming with some merch on or something. I'm trying to hustle something else.
That's
so
right.
I ain't coming there to
You're not trying to hustle, you know.
And if I am gonna have some Gucci on,
or some shit
if I'm gonna have
like
some
that.
Gucci on, it's gonna be that. It's gonna have something to do with one of us. It ain't gonna be,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Right. Yeah, but your name is out there. So I don't even think you need to do all of that at this point. When you hear Rex, you know you better come with some shit. You better come.
Shit,
When you hear
right.
Shine, when you hear certain names, you better come correct. That's point blank
hell
period.
yeah.
At what point in your career, you know how when you were a little boy until now, at what point did you know, okay, yeah, I got this. My name is out there. I'm I don't have nothing to prove. You always have something to prove, but then you don't have nothing to prove. But at what point, like, were you 15, 16, 17, where like, yeah, nobody really messing with me like
I'm
that?
gonna be real. I That's crazy. Look at this.
Who's that?
K-Shine.
Yo, put him on, man. Tell him to say hi. Give a shout out to.
So, bro, wait. I'm doing an interview right now, and we was just now talking about you on this podcast, and you call, and it's called 10 Toes Down, and you just called right when we was talking about you.
That's why I'm gonna live forever.
He gonna live forever.
Yo, give 10 Toes Down a shout out. I'm gonna call you back after the joint.
Shout out to 10 Toes Down, man. It's your boy Zip 'em Up, K-Shine, man. Rocking with my bro T-Rex here at 10 Toes Down, man. Zip 'em up. Y'all know what's up, man.
I love you, bro. I hit you after this.
I love Sean.
No doubt. Love you more, bro.
All right.
Yeah,
Crazy. We just speaking about it.
he really gonna live a long time.
Commercial, boy. I tell you. He's
What we were just talking about? I just got.
No, like with your peak. Like when did you reach
Yo,
that peak where like
right, look.
you the man?
I was.
How old were you?
I'm gonna be honest. It was late. At 16, right? I had the hottest name in Harlem at 16. I swear I had the hottest name. And I remember saying a rap one day, and my brother stopped me. My brother Ron Gotti, same mother, same father. It's like, that shit whack. What? And everybody going crazy. He whispered that shit in my ear. Like, let's get out of here. That shit whack. We going downtown. At this time, it was downtown, uptown beef. It was downtown, uptown beef.
Right.
From 12th Street, you just can't be uptown
You
on
can't.
134th Street.
There was a
It just wasn't
time.
like that. So he was like, we going downtown deep. Everybody ready to go. You going too.
Right,
We out of here. That shit whack you saying. You worried about rap. These niggas will be trying to kill you.
right,
I was looking like, what? I was killing this nigga.
right.
My whole walk downtown, I was like, yo, I'm going.
You was really confused.
Nah, I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna write like 6 rhymes a day.
Wow.
This nigga said I'm whack. And it was like early August. I never forget. It was like the last Grand Stoom.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the last Grand Stoom, bro. And I'm walking like. And that next summer, boy, I came out fucking nigga up, bro.
Wow,
Yo.
he brought you to the next level.
Already had it. But when I looked at later on, I looked at it like I be saying this shit to him sometime. Like I pull up and he's like, "Yo, man, we going to do this." I'm like, "Yo, remember that time you?"
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't remember that, man. I'm like, "Bro, you did that shit, bro." He don't be act like he don't remember it. I'm like, "Bro, you did that shit." He was like, "You mad at me about that shit?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm actually happy you did that, bro."
Right.
Right.
That shit.
But he
turned me
has
on.
never had an actual conversation with you with what his thought process was that day. Y'all haven't had that yet. Because I think I'm going to have to interview him. I want to know what he was like. Well, how, like, what was he thinking? I have to know this now. We got to call him. We got
What he
to.
was thinking is, we in the wrong part of town. We need to get the fuck up out of here because we got other shit that we need to be doing, and we need to be doing it on our turf.
If you could take an educated guess, if you could just assume, and I know
I
assuming
think that was it. I think since I was his brother, he couldn't believe it yet. Like he didn't even give it all the way a chance. Because I remember times that we'd just be in our projects and I just rap. I rap everything on the wall, and he'd love that shit. I could do that shit with no problem in here.
right.
Like, I don't take no fucking thought. Just look at, all right, cool. It'll all come together easily. But when the metaphors and similes and punches start coming together, I don't think that he was even letting it process.
Right. Like, damn,
I really believe he thought what he said. Yo, he didn't. He did not.
But he
didn't
made
say
you-
that shit, bro. Nigga Gemini, bro. He didn't say that shit on no like, all right, let's get up out of here. You good when we get back to the block? Like that shit is whack. Said that because we argued when we got to the house about that shit. I'm like, yo, you flipped on that shit was whack. And you think you good? That shit's hot. This shit ain't good.
Yeah, we got another interview coming because we going to get it out of him. I want to know exclusive. What was you thinking? Like, tell
I
the
don't
truth.
know what he was thinking, bro.
But he gave you that you needed though.
I just, nigga, I I had just beat Shells that day.
Right.
Damn, you took it back. Oh,
I had just beat Shells that day. I beat Mills that day. I was on a run, and it was I don't know who it was.
He said I was on the run.
It was. I think I'm gonna be honest. Show was one of the BBO niggas. Remember BBO? Mm-hmm. It was one of the BBO niggas. He saved him.
He said
I tell White Bread that all the time. You're white. He saved y'all. I was on a spree. And he got me up out of there. Yo, word. My brother, shout out to Gotti, man. He got me up out of there. Word.
Right. Shout out. Yes. Oh, man. Then that's a story. That's a story. So, according to you, that was your peak. That was the time where, look, I was hot, but I became hotter because my brother made me go in there and work harder because it was like, what? That wasn't good? So, I got to go harder.
After Big L and these niggas is telling me that you got it. These niggas can't fuck with you.
He just come in and was like...
But this is somebody I looked up to, so
right, that's your brother.
It was kind of like it's different. It was.
Nah, Big L probably lying to me. You sure, L?
Maybe you know. It's like, yo, damn. Maybe he's saying this because I'm a young nigga, and I'm like, I mean, it was whatever the thoughts was.
Right.
It varies when they don't tell you. So now it was just like, yo, damn, what the fuck,
Right.
So, you brought the name Big L.
Yeah.
Describe what Big L meant to Harlem at that time.
I don't think Harlem knew what Big L meant at the time.
Yo, they lost one, B.
Don't cry, Shaka.
They lost one with Big L.
I don't think they knew yet. L, I never forget, L said, L is the nigga you expect to catch wreck on any cassette deck. I'm so ahead of my time, my parents haven't met yet.
Woo.
And he said that shit and it didn't register to me till a year later. I was saying it. I was like, I'm so ahead of my time, my parents haven't met yet. So what
Yeah, I love it. Like, what?
A nigga could say that line right here, like in this day and age, bro, and niggas will go crazy. So I'm like, God damn, bro. Like,
you said a year later. You just sitting there like,
I was
wait, what?
like 14, 15 when he said it. I think L was dead when I was 16.
Okay. He was ahead of y'all. God.
I mean,
I was about to be 16 when that shit happened.
See, stuff like that give you the chills.
Big L was different. He was different.
I never forget a nigga was rhyming at a cipher. Older nigga. He was getting off on me. I couldn't fuck with him yet. He was getting off on me. And L walked up.
Uh-oh.
And while he was rapping, L was looking at him and shit. So I got this tea.
Oh,
and my
okay.
homeboy stopped. L said, yo, let's start going.
Oh, man.
He had a pair of avias on. I never forget that shit.
Got it on.
L told that nigga, you better spread with the $30 kicks on and get whipped on, knocked out cold and pissed on. And he bounced. L taught me what one of the greatest things I ever learned as a rapper. And L taught me how to jump from this part of your rap to this part of your another rap to this part of your other rap.
Okay.
Where you don't got a dry spot nowhere. So everything I'm giving you is gonna be back to back. And I seen L was just taking shit from mad different places. Boom, I was sitting there like,
how is he doing this?
I'm like, yo, because I know the lines, I just don't know where they coming from. I don't know when he's gonna say which one. When he start the pattern, I can get it. And it was right before Size Him Up came out, and he said, I knew the record because I was there when he recorded the record. It was my beat. He told the nigga, I push whips while y'all walk all day. And I hate when strange niggas want to talk all day. Clown that shit. I hate to be around that shit. You don't know me? Say what's up. Give me a pound. That's it. The crowd went crazy.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, how did he say that like that? It didn't rap like that on the beat.
Right.
it showed me personality in between them. Like, you don't gotta say the line like, clown ass shit. Hate to be. He was like, clown ass shit. I hate to be on that shit. You don't know me, just say what's up, give me a pound. That's it. The crowd lost their mind. I was like, yo, this nigga is up here doing, like, that shit was magical to me.
Right.
Because he showed you a level of showmanship.
I gotta learn that shit. Like,
So that he would, you can honestly say.
L was the only person I ever saw that was witty, that punch and metaphor at the same time. He do all of them right back to back. Like, he say lines that you would say in a regular conversation. Like, you see what happened in my last fight, friend? I ain't there. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a conversation on the corner. You know what I mean? And I remember I asked Eminem when I won Total Slaughter. I said, yo, what made you say that line? He said, what? I said, you should mix some Big and some Pac and put them up in a pot and put a little Big L on top. What the fuck do you got? He said, because I thought Big L was on top of both of them.
Wow. And any conversations that you had with Big L, did he tell you who did he look up to? Like, where did he get some of his punchline, his personality from? Like,
from his big homie, from digging in the crates.
What, Diamond D or Large Professor?
Large.
I was about to say, because Large Professor, that nigga is like a wizard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucks with Large Professor. Shout out to that brother.
Shout out to AG also.
Yo, AG,
Yeah.
Diamond D, the whole DITC, crew.
so he learned from him.
Large Professor was Lord Finesse. Like
Lord Finesse. Lord Finesse was his big homie. Excuse me.
Right. Lord Finesse.
He told me he learned a lot of the wit from Professor.
Yeah.
He said, because Professor sounded like he having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Now I got to go back and look at
In
some
rhyme
footage.
patterns.
Yeah.
And rhyme patterns.
Yeah. Large Professor was different.
Wow.
See, that's the era that I fuck with, because dudes had to really, really go into their inner self and pull that shit out. And each one of those brothers was dynamic in their own way.
You had to be
nobody sound like nobody else.
And it was a thing called pause,
everybody
biting
else.
back in the day. You couldn't rap like me.
Right.
That shit was automatically off, or it was a flag on play. Immediately. You can't rap like me. He jocking my style. Immediately.
Disqualified.
You get no credits. No. Wow. So you got to come with your own
you
stuff.
You got to figure something out for yourself. Y'all niggas
had
have the same
real talent. You couldn't just, like, you know what I'm saying?
You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it.
Yeah, you couldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't at all.
They was coming with the axe for you, like, all right.
So you have a skill. Do you think that you can teach someone how to rap battle? Especially somebody like me with a peanut head that it would take forever. You think you can teach someone how to be skillful like that?
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to do it, and then there's another thing. Some people can't teach it.
I would think I just got to get to know the person first.
Right.
It wouldn't even. We just got to spend some time together without me knowing, without no rap.
Right.
Once I get to see who they is, I'll be able to teach them how to rap to be them. Because once I got a thing that I go by, reality don't get old. So even if you going through this right now, and you grew out of it, somebody else gonna be going through it the next year, and the next year, and the next year. So once I see what a person is about, it's like, yo, you got to tap in a little bit of that more. It means more when you talk about your block a little more, what your brothers did or what you might have went through.
Your reality.
This is the reason why you didn't go to jail, because you were smarter and you did this and you, even though you still could do hustling, I just ain't had to do it myself. I mean, you can find slick ways to make it to go, and somebody else will say, sure, that's the same shit I'm going through.
Now let me ask you this question. Let's fast forward a little bit, right? Now we leaving the DVD era, we getting into, a different era now, right? What was the battle, in your opinion, that you feel that, I guess you could say globally, because the internet is global, where you got that full recognition, where it's kind of like, I'm that nigga now?
Shouts to Puff. I was battling Averb at Summer Madness 2. And Diddy, Buster, Q-Tip, all these niggas came to the battle. And Diddy put up extra 10,000 that day.
Ooh,
And
that's
he
some
was
money.
like, yo, whoever win the next round, win 10,000. And I'm sitting there looking, and he up there with Buster, and he up there with Q-Tip, and I'm laughing in my head because I'm just like, yo, I got Buster and Q-Tip lines in my next round.
Wow, off the dome. Just
I know, I swear, because I'm not gonna lie, I had him anyway. God just put them up there. So I'm laughing. I'm like, yo. Because in the first round, when I saw Puff up there, I had a G-Dep line. So instead of saying it to the nigga, I just said it to Puff.
Showmanship.
I ain't come to beat y'all now. I came to win his attention because this is what I do with y'all anyway.
wow.
So that's when I said, swing on Randy. Randy gonna swing back. It ain't about T-Rex. Fuck being tough. That's just a real nigga reflex. I ride through his hood and get his whole team wet. And I looked up and said, yo, Diddy, then I'm gonna confess to the body 10 years later. I'm like, G-Dep, he lost his mind.
I know he lost his mind.
But his name wasn't there. That wasn't nothing I did, but that was another thing I picked up from L. So you gotta learn how to make a nigga feel it was for them. Eye contact.
I know Diddy lost.
I'm battling y'all. I'm battling you, but I'm looking at Shaka because he got the ice grill. So I'm like, this nigga soft. He the only real one of y'all crew. I see what's up. Shaka let his guard down a little bit. Now he can smile like one of my lines. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You just learn how to work the room. I mean, it's
Make
just
it
that
personal.
period. All my niggas, you say a hot line, my niggas up there like,
Like, yeah, he got him.
you start breaking a nigga team around them. It's like, look, them niggas, everybody else think it's hot. He the only nigga there with that face. It start looking crazy. So it's all that shit is all a play on all of that. We don't give a fuck how my niggas might tell you as soon as the battle over. Yo, that line what you said, that was hard. But right then and there, on camera, is you gonna get a head nod out of one of my niggas? Let him do that again. He ain't gonna be on stage the next one. Guarantee you that.
Like, you had one job.
This shit is the nation of dot mob, nigga. When Malcolm was up there speaking, nigga, ain't nobody frowned. Ain't nobody say nothing.
No.
Them niggas was like this.
Yeah.
Militant.
That's right. That's
Ready for
right.
Action.
I like that.
I can see Rex with a school. I can see you making millions just teaching this. This is a craft, right? And not everybody just, outright could just get that skill right away. And I could just see you teaching this because you're so good at it. What is next for you? Because, you so good at what you're doing. Are you going to start making some albums? Are you going to forever be battling and
We
rap?
working
Like,
on
what's
music.
next?
Me, Sean, and Mook. Shouts to Coffee Brown,
Okay.
First Lady of the Bad Guys. We formed a group called the Bad Guys. We wanted to take it away from Zipper Mob, away from Dot Mob, away from what all of us was doing, and just do something completely different. And we picked the people that was kind of like the nicest but most hated.
Ooh.
So we working on a project for that at the same time, and we got an idea of, and we in like negotiations with our own battle league.
I heard. Mm-hmm.
So we're just working at those few things.
It's gonna work out because you got the best of the best.
I'm glad you went there now. You had Smack talking about how the money's starting to dry up in battling. A lot of people disagreed with him. What's your take on the situation?
The same thing the Connect gonna tell you when the shit get low. The grams just went up. That nigga said, yo, that nigga looked in the closet and said, oh, it's 10 left?
10 left.
Oh, yeah, that shit 45.
Right.
That shit 45. Smack ain't making no new us.
Right?
Ain't no more. When the cars sell out, Mook on it, Lux on it, Rex on it, Shine on it, Hitman on it, Surf on it,
Same,
Clips on it. It's niggas like that.
Yeah.
And you can't make a new one of those, then you gotta charge the highest price while you got them.
That's all.
And that's just it. It's just like he make these new niggas, they can't. It look like they can hold it together till you put them against one of us. When we put them in a place, Now you can't put him on a card without us. So now what he got to say? Smack got to say, yo, the money ain't here. Yo, this, that, and the third. So now when he called me, he can say, but your son, you seen what I said? I got a dub for you, son. You wanted a 60-piece last week.
Yo,
But
Rex, I love it.
if I foresee this and set this up months down the line, yo, the money ain't here, shit ain't coming back, blah, 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 you might say, oh, fuck it, give me the 20, man. Especially when you're a nigga like me that was betting my own money, you give me the 20.
Yes.
Smack, I need 40 anyway, Smack. So if we ain't, I mean, it is what it is. Try that shit on one of them niggas. Find it. Is there somebody out there? Find it. There's niggas that believe. Find it.
That's right. They will sponsor.
That shit don't work on me.
I seen
That's what
a diss record that I was late on it, but I seen a diss record. Russell Westbrook was going at one of the basketball dudes, and he started his joint off grown man bars or something you got to deal with. No matter how many of them lines you say, it ain't gonna equal up to this real shit. So it's niggas like that. Reach one of these niggas that got some money they can throw
That's
around.
right.
They want to see this that night.
They going
Figure it out. Let's see.
Right.
It ain't gonna hurt.
Somebody, they gonna pay.
Right, and sell it to him. Listen, nigga, this
Don't
is
let it be a
good
nigga
photo
that.
op for
Don't
you
let it
too.
be a nigga that walked in the league watching us growing up. He 19, just got 30 million for.
He gonna pay.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do
Yep.
that.
Absolutely. That answers the question.
Figure it out.
Yeah, Smack's looking hell, boy.
Figure it
Right.
out.
I mean, one of the
Smack.
most important things to really understand.
Don't believe the hype.
You know, in this is that there's a science to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really dig deep and you really start to peel the layers off of everything, you'll start to see things a little differently. And just based off of what you've been saying is how I'm seeing the you know, one is your growth in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always looking to try to go, okay, what's the next thing? How can I push the envelope a little bit further so that people can go, all right, he did that this week, but this, you know, last week, but this week he did this. You know what I'm saying? And it's always evolution. It's basically it's always
Yeah, it's definitely
evolution.
evolution.
If you're not growing, you're dying.
Facts.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
That's a deep one.
And that's really what it comes down to. And that's what I'm seeing from the experience that you have in this arena, you know, because
Right.
battle rapping is an entity in itself.
In its own.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to give it its just due.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At one time in battle rap, you could come in and just say, "Yo, I'm coming with my best rhymes," and then now you could win a battle off of strategy.
Evolution.
How I'm a rapper
Yeah,
against him.
that's like, you know, that's like saying, you know,
You know, it's like a nigga calling himself, Guy Fisher. And he never sold the drugs before.
So the name is important too.
No, I'm just saying it. Just period off of.
Certain names carry certain
Certain energy,
certain
certain.
prestige. You know what I'm saying?
It's just period. Yeah, like you rap. If this is what you rap about, your background got to have something to do with something or something somewhere.
Right.
I might not like you, but me and your brother get along like a motherfucker. We have to, because that's what I'm from. Somebody had to go through some of this shit I've been through. It don't just happen like that.
Right.
Doug was a nigga that used to just be D-Doug. He would been a star his whole fucking life. You see T-Rex, he give a fuck. But being Shaka is right. You feel what I'm saying? It gotta be like this somewhere. It have to be.
That's a yep. That's
And
a
we
fact.
both Virgos, so I know what kind of crazy nigga he is in his head too.
Yeah.
But we got somebody got to click somewhere. It's just like it got to be somewhere around. Like, all right, cool, he the rapper. All right, that's the street nigga. All right, bet. All right. That's how I gotta go. Because if not, what you saying is you just making this shit up there.
Right.
This is either you the real nigga or you got some real niggas around you that's gonna relate to the real niggas. So it's either gonna be that like that.
Ain't no
Right.
between.
There's niggas that might hate me, but they love my brothers.
Fact.
That's
you know what I mean?
fact.
So
Wow.
you know what I mean? It be
It'd
like
be
that.
yo- it
Slow
be
nigga
that.
talk
Like
too
that, it
much.
be like that all the time.
All the
Yo, I
time,
can't
especially
stand
with
this nigga, but
Shaka.
this my man right here, so I'll tolerate him because I go back with this nigga 10, 15 fucking years or whatever.
Yeah, me and this nigga did 8 years of such and such together.
Facts, yeah, facts.
And when I was fucked up, I ain't had nothing up top. I just came back, gave me the. I didn't know many niggas I bumped into with them stories.
Oh
You know what I'm
man.
saying? I don't know niggas from a hole in the wall. I done seen niggas in places. Yo, you my brother. I'm like, huh?
Well, and
Niggas say my brother real name. Ba 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 ba. I'm like, oh yeah, you family. Yeah.
That's right.
We was
It's
in
family.
Attica Hill. We was in mid-state. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Times that they'll never forget.
right, holding them
Coldest,
down.
darkest places of their life. They'll never forget. They performed the bond there, and they'll never go against that. You know what I'm saying? And that, them things like that help me in the streets. Them shits help me get away with certain
Life.
shit.
Yeah.
Walk away from situations. All that shit. So I'm grateful for all of them.
Well, one
What's
thing I
happening
can
is
say,
official niggas that
Rex
do that.
Rex is a man that stands on principles, and he's loyal, and I do appreciate that. You definitely family. In conclusion, I got one question. How important it is as a battle rapper to understand the business side of things, because we always touch on business, like artists, and they don't get their money, giving them ideas, teaching them a little bit. How important is the business part of this to you?
The business part is very important, but what a person got to realize is they got to understand opportunity is business.
Okay.
So if I say, yo Rex, I can get you on the show with Doug.
Right.
We're gonna go all Harlem. I can get you on the show with Doug, Mace, this, that, and the third. We only gonna give you $1,000 to do it.
That's small.
I might get 60,000 a battle, but I don't get I don't get to perform at this magnitude that much. My pride gonna say, all right, cool, that's my money for the night. I'm gonna fuck that up in there,
Right.
and somebody else gonna book me after this.
Right.
I'm going to get it. Don't say, damn, I know, y'all giving him 100,000, y'all can give me 12. Wow, you ain't selling no tickets here.
But then you
They
build
like you in battle
relationships.
rap. So sometimes you gotta understand that you gotta grow. You might gotta rub these shoulders. Mace might say, yo man, I don't know what Doug was talking. I'm gonna take you on the road with me. I'm gonna give you 5. Another nigga say, man, look, man, I got this small showcase over here. I'm gonna give you 2,500, but you gonna headline it. It's still growing, and it's still collecting. Sometimes opportunity is business, and a lot of niggas are sit back and won't get fed because it ain't the money that they feel they deserve at the moment. But getting some kind of money, where we from, what we'll say, slow money better than no money.
Facts.
Exactly.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead,
Always
nephew.
good when it's slow and steady. You know what I'm
Always.
saying?
Like, that's
Always.
how you win the race.
That's how the turtle beat the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? That's how Bugs was out there he scratching his head at the end of the race, like, how the fuck this nigga get here? Like,
Why was going
This
so
nigga ain't
slow?
tired at all.
get here? And that nigga's like, hey, Bugs.
Oh man.
Man, last question, because we pressed on time. Any artist, whether they are a battle rapper, whether they just an artist in general, that's trying to get into the music business, what advice did you get? What you get to?
My advice would be stay true to something that means something to you. Because if you ain't got nothing to lose, then you ain't got nothing to gain. Like, I can end it like this. If you a nigga that's gambling, you can't cherish your winnings if you ain't never lost.
Facts.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, just like that. 10
like
toes
that,
down.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate that.
Well, you maybe reading books and shit, boy. You dropping jewels the whole night.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. I ain't read books for years, so sometimes I just feel like you can get your wisdom.
Rex
That's
is
his life.
Rex
That's
is
his life.
intelligent. He is intelligent.
Get
I
your
love
wisdom
it.
from other shit.
Copy.
He reminds me of Shaka.
And also, the ancestors will give you a transmission. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
That's a fact.
you start to roll and you know, next thing you know, you be like, damn, where did that come from?
But
you
at
know?
the end of the day, most
That's
rappers,
it
most
fall for
rappers
me
are
like that.
intelligent. No. Most rappers are intelligent. Like, you know, why do you know they're able to use their intellect to be able to formulate these words and do